Good morning, students. Today's class is the continuation of yesterday's class, that is analysis of data. In yesterday's class, we have seen the processing, data editing, data coding, then attributes, then we have seen the interval. These are the classification on basis of attributes and interval. In that we have seen the tabulation, that is how you are going to present your data in the form of bar chart, pie chart, line graph, histogram, polygon, and that's all. So today's class is a continuation. In this today's class we are going to see the analysis of data. The analysis of data means how you are going to simplify your data in order to explain your sample value to the others. So research is always done in order to give your study a knowledge based experience. So what does analysis mean? So analysis is a resolution of anything complex into simple elements. So whatever is difficult, you are going to break it in a smaller form in order to explain to, in order to make it simple. So this is the meaning of analysis. Analysis of data together means you are going to simplify your collected data, or you can see your collected information, in order to give information to others. So let's see what is analysis of data. Analysis means computation of certain indices or measures along with searching for patterns of relationships that exist among the data groups. So whatever you have collected information on the basis of your research problem, so related to your collected information, you are going to collect other or you cannot say that you are going to collect, you are going to search related data that will show your relationship of your collected data with a problem statement that will help you to explain it to others. That is what analysis of data means. So here is the classification of analysis of data. Analysis of data is mainly divided into two broad segments. The first one is descriptive and causal analysis. Second one is inferential or statistical analysis. So descriptive is divided into three subgroups, that is univariate analysis. The word univariate means single analysis of the variables. Then bivariate analysis means double variable analysis. Multivariate analysis means multi, the word is already telling, the multi means so many. So you are going to assess the so many variables at a time. Then in inferential, it is again divided into two, that is estimation of parameter values and testing hypothesis. This estimation of parameter values is divided into point estimate and interval estimate. Then testing hypothesis is divided into parametric test and non-parametric test. So now we are proceeding. We'll see what is descriptive analysis. Descriptive analysis is nothing but the broad description, or you can say broad explanation of your collected information. So the study of distribution of variable is termed as a descriptive analysis. If we are studying one variable, then it will be termed as a univariate analysis. In the case of two variables, bivariate analysis, and multivariate analysis is the case of three or more than three variables. So whenever you are dividing of variables and going to describe it, or you are going to study it, that is called descriptive analysis. Now we'll see what is causal analysis. Causal analysis is concerned with the study of how one or more variables affect changes in the another variable. So if you're going for the bivariate variables, then you will, according to causal analysis, you're going to study the relationship between those variables, that how they bring changes if one gets affected. That is what causal analysis means. Then we will go for the subdivisions, that is univariate analysis. So here the univariate analysis refers to the analysis of one variable at a time. The commonest approaches are as follows. So I have already told you, here the word only says the uni means one. So it is going to assess one variable at a time. And the approaches what it is making is frequency tables and diagrams. So through this frequency tables and diagrams, it is going to analyze, or you can say it going to represent his data in the simplest or easiest way, so it will help others to understand in a one look. Then we will go for the next, that is bivariate analysis. The bivariate analysis is concerned with the analysis of two variables at a time in order to uncover whether the two variables are related. So it is study of two variables that shows a relationship of each other with themselves. Then it is mainly of three types: simple correlation, simple regression, and two-way ANOVA or ANOVA. This is the abbreviative term. Then we are moving to the next, that is multivariate analysis. In multivariate analysis, details the simultaneous analysis of three or more variables. So we are going to have a detailed study of three or more variables. Then we are seeing the types, in that there are three types: multi-correlation, multi-regression, and multi-ANOVA. Then we are moving to the inferential analysis. Here the inferential analysis is concerned with the testing the hypothesis and estimating the population values based on a simple value. So whenever you are declaring your hypothesis, it is very necessary to prove your hypothesis. So this inferential analysis is nothing but helping us to present a hypothesis in a value based form. So it is mainly divided into two, that is parametric test and non-parametric test. So in inferential analysis, you are going to test and prove your hypothesis. So this parametric test means these tests depends upon assumptions, typically that the populations from which data are randomly sampled have a normal distribution. So this parametric tests are assumptions. That assumptions mean you are taking as a imaginary statement or imaginary word, and through your test you are going to prove it. So types of parametric tests are t-test, z-test, f-test, and x-square test. Then we are going for the non-parametric tests. Do not involve population parameters, example probability distribution, independence. Data measured are on any scale, ratio or interval, ordinal or nominal. So these parametric tests do not involve population parameters, but it explains its own way in the form of measurements. Scale used are ratio or interval, ordinal or nominal. So these were the methods that you are going to use to present your data. So about this parametric test, or you can say inferential analysis, we will have a detailed class in the next session. That's all for the today's class. Thank you.